Here's the real truth. Cameras make me nervous, which is funny because I've spent the last 20 years behind one. And now, for better or for worse, I'm sitting in front of this one. Hey, I'm Steve Holleran. I'm a filmmaker.
You're not listening.
I've shot movies that have played in theaters and premiered at Sundance.
To extreme fire conditions.
Maybe you've seen my doc work, like The Climb on HBO Max or Age of AI on YouTube with Robert Downey Jr., or this one time I almost literally burned alive on a wildfire for Netflix. Yeah, we got really freaking close. Cameras and filmmaking have defined my entire adult life, from commercials, action sports, racing, beauty, and a whole lot more that has died on hard drives or ended halfway through, or stranded me on some island without a way home, or never even gotten off the ground at all. And I gotta say, that happens more than I'd like to admit, but filmmaking, like life, is built as much on the failures as the wins. And what I'm about to tell you is as much of an admission as a mission statement for the next step in my journey as a filmmaker. The truth is, what I've done behind the camera is only a small part of what I'm interested in, what inspires me, and where I'd like to go next. There's a lot going on outside in the world right now. How we tell stories is evolving. The technology we use to do it is also changing, and I can attest to that from keeping up with all of these cameras changing every 6 months. And the institutions we've counted on are in a state of flux, if not finished for good. So what the hell is next? It's art. From painting and sketchwork to design and architecture, music and sculpture and graffiti and photography and beyond stands to get us through this time. Or, worst case scenario, be lost, and ourselves as a result too. Simply put, art is necessary. Filmmaking is necessary. It reflects the human condition. It connects us, it inspires us, it critiques, it heals, and most importantly, it takes our imagination to new horizons. Where things go from here, I'm not sure, but one thing has always stayed consistent. I'm ever curious. I'm always trying to learn and evolve behind the scenes. That means reading and traveling and discussing and exploring, and most importantly, listening to all sorts of different artists and people. More often than not, these days, I'm doing it by watching it all right here on YouTube. But as I've learned, you can't spend your whole life watching. At some point, you've got to do. So, what is Art Uncharted, and why am I launching it? Art Uncharted is a hub where all the things that I love, art, adventure, travel, culture, and filmmaking, all come together. In this channel, we're going to tackle different artistic topics and points of interest. Our premium series is Art Uncharted, where I will go out of my way, all the way across the world, to meet trailblazing, iconic, and often unknown artists to explore their art in all its forms. We will also be answering big artistic philosophical questions and artistic mysteries and histories in an explainer series we're calling Inside Art. So here are the ground rules I've cooked up. First and foremost, I'm jailbreaking the idea of art out of the museum. And by art, I mean everything from sketches to sculpture to paintings to car and samurai sword design. Secondly, I'm doing this to meet new artists. The uncharted ones, the unexpected ones, the amazing ones, and the challenging ones, because most artists are. Thirdly, I'm here to embrace the future, where stories are told in new ways, in new mediums, and in new formats, including this little camera I've got strapped to my desk. Fourth, to give myself a new creative outlet to explore styles and tones and techniques that I often wasn't able to on movie sets because it didn't fit the style or the story, or the powers that be didn't have the balls to try it. Fifth, I'm here to test new equipment, obviously because I love cameras and lights, even though they make me nervous. And last, and most importantly, I'm here to grow as a filmmaker, and ultimately, selfishly, to learn, to get better, to have fun, and to go new places. Because what's the fun in life without doing that as much as you can? So how the hell am I gonna do this? We're gonna have in-depth docu-style interviews with interesting artists, day in the lives, and sit-downs, maybe a cool special guest, like a Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist, or someone at the top of their craft, like a surfboard shaper. Then I'm gonna deep dive into research to see if I can pull out some truth, or some theme, or some answer, or some lesson from each of these artists that proves something true or false or both, and surprises me, and hopefully you. There's also gonna be what for the time I'm calling Tone Poems, an exploratory series of unique short films that looks at new visuals, styles, and themes. Sky's the limit and there are no rules. There's something else I should tell you. There is going to be a lot of adventure on this show, and a lot of travel, both here in the States and internationally. A lot of learning, and definitely some discomfort. And yes, I'll take you on a film set whenever I shoot my next movie. This is an open-ended adventure, and I'm putting it on camera. Where it's gonna take me? I don't have the slightest clue. Honestly, a few months ago, this wasn't even something I planned on doing. Like I said at the beginning, I'm usually behind the camera, not in front of it. But reinvention is the name of the game, and this is my personal challenge to do just that, as a filmmaker, and as a traveler, and as a person. So however this turns out, it feels right. Why? Because the unknown has always been where the artistic treasure lies. I hope you enjoy this experiment, for what it aims to be, where it might fall short, and for all the surprises it could hold. So join me as I do it here, one day and one adventure at a time. So thank you, and see you soon.